In Kenya, the groom has to pay money to the bride's family before they can get married. Kenya might be known for its breathtaking landscapes and vibrant cultures, but there's more to the place than just safaris and savannas. From wild tattoos to beautiful women, these are 10 shocking facts about Kenya that will leave you speechless. At number 10, Kenya has one of the highest rates of female entrepreneurship in the world. These women beautifully represent their diverse cultural backgrounds through both fashion and language. In urban areas like Nairobi, they often mix trendy Western styles with traditional vibrant fabrics like kitenge, creating a unique and eye-catching look. In contrast, in rural areas, attire is more traditional and functional, designed to cope with the local climate and daily demands. Besides being bilingual in official languages, English and Swahili, many Kenyan women also speak languages of their ethnic groups, adding to their rich cultural tapestry. They communicate with expressiveness and clarity, whether they're engaging in business or social interactions. Visitors to Kenya often praise the warmth and hospitality of Kenyan women, who are known for their eagerness to share their rich culture. From offering delicious delicacies to teaching Swahili phrases, they ensure that tourists have a memorable and genuinely welcoming experience, making any visit to Kenya enriching and unforgettable. Next at number 9, tattoo culture is huge in Kenya. Over the years, tattooing has transitioned from a form of cultural expression linked to specific tribes to a widely accepted mode of personal and artistic expression. Today, Nairobi has a diverse range of tattoo studios, each offering a unique touch from skilled artists who blend global influences with local heritage. These artists are adept in various styles, ensuring that every client's vision, from intricate tribal designs to modern minimalist tattoos, is brought to life with precision and creativity. The growth of this culture is also indicative of a broader cultural shift. Tattoos in Kenya were once seen as taboo, but are now increasingly viewed as a legitimate form of self-expression. This change is largely driven by the influence of popular media and the visibility of public figures and professionals who proudly sport their ink. The industry itself has become more professionalized and regulated, with artists emphasizing high standards of hygiene and safety. But if you thought that was shocking, you're not prepared for this next one. At number 8, they take security very seriously in Kenya. Nairobi has really stepped up its security game over the years, especially after high-profile incidents like the Westgate Mall attack. The city has ramped up surveillance, increased the presence of security personnel, and tightened checks at malls and other public spots to keep everyone safe. They're not just reactive, preventative measures are in place too, like improved street lighting and better surveillance tech, making the city safer day and night. And when there's a big event or a planned protest, they really lock things down with road closures and extra checks to ensure everything goes smoothly. Although the security upgrades have made a big difference, staying alert is still advised for both locals and visitors. At number 7, entertainment is actually very cheap. Let's talk about how incredibly affordable entertainment is in Kenya, especially compared to what you might spend in the US. A whole day's fun costs about $20, which is a steal. For instance, bowling or similar activities could cost as little as $7 each. Everything from arcade games to movie tickets within malls is priced similarly, making it easy to enjoy a full day out without breaking the bank. This kind of pricing is almost unheard of in America, where $20 might just get you a few minutes of entertainment. So in Kenya, not only do you get to explore vibrant local culture, but you can also have a blast without spending much at all. Whether you're a solo traveler or with family, your entertainment dollar stretches a lot further, making every trip to the mall or amusement center a pleasantly surprising bargain. Number 6. Kenyans eat termites. In Kenya, eating termites is more than just an exotic culinary experience. It's a practice rooted in resourcefulness and tradition. And when the rains come, termites emerge and the locals seize the opportunity for a nutritious snack. These little critters are collected and either fried or sun-dried to a crispy texture. They're surprisingly tasty and packed with protein. People often pop them like popcorn during a gathering or sprinkle them over their dishes for added crunch and flavor. It's sustainable food choices that reflect the ingenuity of traditional Kenyan diets, turning something as simple as termites into a delicious treat. Yikes. Number 5. People rely heavily on mobile money. Did you know that Kenya is pretty much the Silicon Valley of mobile money? It's true. The concept was kickstarted by Safaricom's M-Pesa service back in 2007, and it has totally transformed how Kenyans handle money. Instead of walking to a bank, people in Kenya just use their mobile phones to pay for practically everything. From buying groceries to sending money to a relative in a remote village, it's all done through a mobile app. And it's not just convenient, it's a lifeline for many who don't have easy access to traditional banking. What's crazy is how this mobile money system has grown so widespread that it has lifted thousands of households out of poverty, especially empowering women and those in low-income areas. Number 4. There's a huge animal migration that takes place in Kenya annually. Every year, nearly 2 million wildebeests, along with zebras and gazelles, embark on a massive 1,200-mile loop across Kenya and Tanzania. It's known as the Great Migration, and it's basically the world's most intense road trip. They're not just wandering aimlessly, though. They're chasing the rains for the juiciest grass they can find. Massive herds of animals thunder across the plains and rivers, with newborn calves in tow, trying to dodge predators like lions and crocodiles. It's not just a one-off event. This epic journey happens throughout the year, peaking with dramatic river crossings where the stakes are literally life or death. Number 3. Kenya has the world's largest desert lake. It also happens to be the largest alkaline lake on the globe, Lake Turkana. Nestled at the northern tip of African Rift Valley, Lake Turkana stretches 300 kilometers in length and is 50 kilometers wide, making it the largest lake entirely within Kenya. The lake was renamed in 1975 by the late President Kenyatta in honor of the Turkana tribe, the main inhabitants of the area. Lake Turkana is often referred to as the Jade Sea because of its striking turquoise hue, which dazzles onlookers from afar. Adding to its allure, Lake Turkana and its surrounding areas have been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, encompassing the 3 Lake Turkana National Parks. This place isn't just a body of water, it's a vital ecological and cultural treasure. Number 2. You can travel in an overcrowded, colorful bus called Matatu in Kenya. If you're visiting Kenya and want to dive right into the local culture, you can't miss out on riding in Matatu. These minibuses aren't just your average public transport. They're a vibrant showcase of Kenyan art and soul. Each one is flamboyantly decked out with anything from pop culture icons to political figures, making every trip a unique journey into the country's creative heart. The Matatu experience is an all-encompassing sensory adventure. Blaring music sets the soundtrack as you zip through the streets, while the brightly painted exteriors turn heads everywhere they go. Beyond just transport, Matatus are social spaces where people meet, greet, and exchange news. For a traveler, they offer a lively, authentic interaction with everyday Kenyans, far from the tourist trails. Sure, they can get a bit crowded and the ride might be bumpy, but it's all part of the fun and flair. So hop on, strike up a conversation with your neighbor, and enjoy the pulse of Kenya as you travel from one exciting destination to the next. It's more than just a ride, it's a way to truly connect with the spirit of Kenya. Finally, at number 1, polygamy is common in Kenya. From bustling cities like Nairobi to remote villages, the practice of having multiple spouses is as common as the warm African sun. With its roots reaching back through generations, polygamy has become a defining aspect of Kenyan society. The story of polygamy in Kenya is intertwined with the country's legal landscape. Take the Marriage Bill of 2007, for example. Originally proposed over 2 decades earlier in 1981, it sparked controversy for its progressive stance on women's rights within marriage, but politicians at the time condemned it, arguing that it granted women too many rights, including the ability to determine whether their husbands could take additional wives. Despite attempts to revise the bill in 2007, concerns persisted, and it faced rejection once more. Yet in March of 2014, Kenya's parliament made headlines when it passed a bill legalizing polygamy. This move reflected the reality of Kenyan life, where polygamous unions were already prevalent, particularly among traditional and Muslim communities. However, the bill wasn't without its controversies. Initially, it included a provision allowing wives to veto their husband's choice to marry another woman. However, male members of parliament pushed through an amendment that removed this clause, leading to heated debates and even protests among female MPs. On May 1, 2014, the bill officially became law, marking a significant moment in Kenya's legal history. The Kenyan president hailed it as an act that consolidated various laws related to marriage, providing procedures for separation, divorce, and the custody of children. Crucially, the law defined marriage as the voluntary union of a man and a woman, regardless of whether it was monogamous or polygamous. But what makes polygamy in Kenya truly fascinating is its everyday presence. It's not uncommon to meet someone with multiple spouses, whether you're in the bustling capital of Nairobi or a remote village in the countryside. That's all for Kenya. But if you want to check out some more crazy facts about places around the world, make sure to click on this next video.